Contrary to popular belief, shoulder pain doesn't have to sideline your gains and progress in the gym. What if you could keep making progress while letting your shoulder heal at the same time? For personal trainers and weightlifters, the thought of skipping workouts is frustrating at best and devastating at worst. But training around chronic shoulder pain isn't just possible, it can be the key to coming back stronger than ever before. By modifying your activities and your lifts strategically, you can maintain your progress while giving your shoulder the time it needs to recover. We specialize in helping lifters like you stay active without making things worse. So let's dive into how you can tweak your current workouts to keep building strength and confidence even with a painful shoulder. The number one rule when training around shoulder pain is to avoid anything that causes increasing inflammation or increasing discomfort. Pain is your body's way of saying, pay attention. If you are consistently experiencing pain with certain lifts or workouts, that is different than pushing yourself hard in the gym and that normal pain associated with training, you need to listen to it. Instead of traditional bench presses, try things like floor presses or neutral grip dumbbell presses that put less strain on the shoulder. Swap out barbell overhead presses for things like landmine presses, which provide a more shoulder friendly movement pattern. Just because a movement feels good doesn't mean you should go ahead and overdo it. Stick to moderate loads and control reps to ensure you're not adding unnecessary stress until you see how the shoulder responds afterwards. If upper body lifts are off the table for now, shift your focus onto your legs and your core. Lifts like modified squats, deadlifts, lunges, and core stability exercises can keep your overall strength and athleticism intact while your shoulder heals. One of my clients, who we'll call for the sake of this video, Brian, came in with chronic shoulder pain, and it was making exercises like pressing almost impossible. By focusing his efforts on other areas of his body, including doing things like deadlifts, split squats, and modified planks, he not only maintained his progress, but so saw overall improvement in overall stability while returning to upper body lifts as part of his rehab process. Recovery doesn't mean avoiding working your shoulder altogether. Instead, it means focusing on accessory exercises and movements that can strengthen the stabilizing muscles and improve shoulder mobility and control. Exercises like banded external rotations, scapular retractions, and light Ys, Ts, Ws, and Ls can be game changers. Incorporating these exercises at the beginning or the end of your workout can add to consistent gains in stability and mobility. While it's tempting to keep pushing yourself at the same level you're accustomed to, chronic shoulder pain requires adaptation and successful adjustments. Looking at reducing the overall volume of the shoulder intensive lifts that you're performing that work the bigger muscles around the shoulder and lead to increased aggravation or irritation either during your lifts or afterwards will be key for a short period of time. This doesn't mean losing progress. It means that you're adapting and you're setting yourself up for long-term success. Our example, Brian, he was hesitant to cut back on some of his pressing volume, worrying that he was going to lose some of the strength that he had built prior to coming to see us. But by focusing on some of these other areas of his body, as well as modifying the training he was doing for his shoulder, he ended up returning to pain-free training faster and ended up being able to ramp back up his intensity quite a bit sooner than what he would otherwise have been able to. He was also able to implement effective warm-ups and cool downs in order to help to push through his training without flaring up his chronic pain. We taught him how to use dynamic stretches, band work, and light mobility drills to prepare for his shoulder for the movements he was doing. And we were able to go through a quick cool down to reduce post-workout stiffness and soreness. So in summary, if you want to be like Brian and you don't want to let chronic shoulder pain derail your progress, start by implementing some of these easy strategies so that you can keep training in order to stay strong and set yourself up for a full long-term recovery. Are you ready to learn more about specifics into ways that you can maximize your recovery efforts and continue to train in the gym without increasing your pain? Go ahead and check out and click on our Continue to Train Without Increasing Pain Recovery Guide in order to discover more ways on how to customize your workouts and train smarter while working around chronic shoulder pain. Because let's face it, your next PR is out there, and we're dedicated to helping you get there without being held back by chronic shoulder pain.